How's it going, everybody? Shockwave984 here, and today's going to be part 3 of my entire anime collection as it stands right now, or pretty much for 2026. And yeah, I've already done 2 parts, so feel free to check those out. And for those new to the channel, hi, I'm Shockwave984. Welcome. And also, what I mentioned in the last one is that I'm just going to use this first empty row here on my first shelf. But there are some rows with a bunch of bigger like box sets. So I'm thinking I might empty out this one next to it and show them both together. And then any other stuff that goes on the top here, I'll just, move the tripod up and then show them like that. So yeah, so first I'm going through all this stuff that's currently like in, my room and all that on my shelves. And I'll eventually get to my brother's stuff and their collections, and any other things that are not on shelves, like in boxes and storage. I'll eventually show those as well. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. Let me make sure, try and focus. Yeah, I think it's because of the lighting and stuff. Okay, and if you look down below here, you might see a little row of stuff there. That will be for part 4. Okay, so first up we have, this is a really good one. I've had this for, I think, years now. I remember this airing on Adult Swim. We have Satoshi Kon's Paranoia Agent. This is the really nice Blu-ray Steelbook. Yeah, it has been out for quite a long time now. And for those familiar with Kon's works, like things are not what they seem. You have this whole thing with dreams. What you think you saw, you might not have actually seen it that way. Very trippy. You have this image of this kid with this bat that's all crooked. Crowd of people behind him. And yeah, I remember the previews for this and going, wait, what the heck is this? And then finding out that it is by Satoshi Kon, which I'm a big fan of his works. He also did Paprika, Perfect Blue, which I have shown one version of it so far, and Millennium Actress, which I have shown in part 2. Of my collection stuff. Here you get all 13 episodes, a bunch of special features, and yeah, this is a Funimation release before the whole merger thing with Crunchyroll. And history with this, where did I get this from? I want to say from Right Stuff. I think that's how long it's been. Yeah, because Right Stuff's no longer around. They're pretty much like Crunchyroll and all that. Pretty much now. And here is the inside, and yeah, check out this image. And then here are the 2 Blu-ray discs, and this show looks fantastic. It is awesome. Hats off to the people who did the transfers and stuff for the show. And yeah, definitely check out Paranoia Agent. I want to say it did get a regular release, but then I might be thinking of that wrong. I think it was just a steelbook. And I believe there is like an older DVD release for this. I believe it's long out of print. But if you can find this for a good deal, or even the DVD sets, I say pick it up. Yeah, Paranoia Agent, awesome. All right. And make sure that doesn't fall. Okay. And next up, so yeah, we're getting more into Kon's works. We have Paprika. This is the old Sony Pictures Classics release. So yeah, it says, experience high definition. You might see this with a lot of older Blu-ray, especially when the format was new. From Kon, the director of Perfect Blue and Tokyo Godfathers, which we do have. Here's the front. Lots of bright colors and stuff with this one, especially with the kind of world that they go to, because you have like this whole thing. There's like this device that the scientist is working on. It's like something that hooks onto your ear and you go into like this like virtual world, kind of. Yeah. And this Blu-ray, this still looks really, really good. I got this for real cheap on... No, I think I found this at a Half Price Books for real cheap. And I think this was going in and out of print for a while. I want to say it's still in print now. It's not too expensive at all. However, there is a newer release, which I'm going to get to in a bit. There's the disc and stuff. But yeah, check out Paprika. This was another kind of like trippy one. But yeah, really awesome stuff. Alright. Okay. And here is the newer at the time, 4K release of Paprika. This is a beautiful, beautiful steelbook. And actually, I'm going to take the backing off. I want you guys to see all of it. Yeah, look at all that. All the colors. And I have my lamp on. You guys can see it's very kind of glossy. Some stuff stands out more than others. There's the spine there. And here's the back. There's another key character in the film. And knowing that you have, with this, you have a bunch of, you know, bright colors and stuff. The 4K transfer just makes it look even better. They did a really great job with that. And even the Blu-ray still holds up. I'm not sure if they did any upgrade to that version as well. Or if maybe the 4K is just a new one. Yeah, I don't want to say it's like an upgrade. I want to say it's like a new transfer. Maybe they upped it a bit. Yeah, that's the inside. I'll show you guys the front and back together. Yeah, look at that. I don't think I've done a video on this one. So, yeah, I do have have that planned out to do a video on this. And I probably show this one and that one together. So, yeah, Paprika. This I got new, I think, from, let's see. I think I got this at Barnes & Noble. In store. No, I think it was at Best Buy. Yeah, I think I actually found this in store and picked it up there. And here is the backing with the story details, special features there. Show you guys a bit. Yeah, very cool. Definitely check out Paprika. I want to say this steelbook is still in print. I know I have seen it on Amazon and stuff. I think Crunchyroll might have it. But if you have to, you know, just kind of search around a bit. Alright, next up. So that pretty much does it for our, I want to say all the Satoshi Kon's works that we have so far. But there is a couple others I'm about to get to, or at least one more. Alright, next up, we are entering the Lupin the Third, or Lupin the Third, because I heard it pronounced different ways, collection. There is one that's not in this one. It's going to be in part 4. We have Lupin the Third, Jigen's Gravestone. This one I found secondhand at I think it was like a Raspi Music for just like a few bucks. Yeah, on Blu-ray and stuff. You see Lupin and Jigen. Life and Death at the Roll of a Die. Almost want to say dice. Yeah. And here is the detail to get some screenshots. This was a really good film. For those wondering, there is a lot to Lupin the Third. I have thought of starting, like, you know, collecting more of this one. There is a lot to it. You have all the different series. You have specials, movies, OVAs. There's, like, crossover stuff. So, yeah, I am thinking about it. I'm just kind of taking my time with it. But, yeah, Lupin the Third, really awesome. This is a really good one. Yeah, so I found that secondhand. I want to say that's still in print. And then this I found also secondhand, but it was still wrapped. It was brand new. We have The Castle of Cagliostro, the collector's edition. Film directed by Hayao Miyazaki. Now, if I remember right, this is his very first film. This is his debut, if I remember right. Yeah, really cool film. Now, this is the older Blu-ray. This has been out for, I think, like years now. Alright. Here's the back of it. That's a really cool shot. Lupin looking at the castle. And then theatrical film number 2. So, yeah, this isn't actually, like, the first one. It is from 1979. Alright. There is a 4K edition. And also, there's a newer steelbook from Crunchyroll. I think it's just a Crunchyroll exclusive. And apparently I think there's other stuff on there that might not be on this release. I think they might have added a couple things or maybe like just worked on the transfer. But yeah, Castle of Cagliostro. I'm thinking of maybe try to get that steelbook. I think it's still available, but yeah, once it's like brand new. This I got. Let's see, it was sealed at a Half Price Books for I think like 10, 12 bucks. Yeah, really good deal. I want to say that one is still new, but it's been out for like years now. And let me see, get this to focus for you guys. All right, there you go. That's better. And next up, we have Lupin the Third, The Mystery of Mamo. This still has the plastic on it. I think I've had this for a while. Now I think about it. I have seen the movie and all that. This is a really good one. Really fun. I'll show you guys the front here. And this I also found at a Half Price Books. I think actually the next two I did. Yeah. After this. So there's that. Here's the back of it. I know that there is like an older DVD release, which is I think it's maybe kind of sought after. It has like a nice booklet and stuff. And in terms of movies, or what number, this is number 1. Theatrical film from 1978. Yeah, very cool. I don't think I knew that till I picked this up. But yeah, The Mystery of Mamo is another fun adventure. Follow Lupin, his crew, Fujiko, Goemon, Jin. And he had a detective dude who's always trying to stop him and stuff. But yeah, really, really awesome. Really cool. So that is number 1. So we'll put... I'm not sure where Jigen's gravestone stands, but we'll put Mystery of Mamo in the front. And... see if I can get it to... Nah, it's trying to. Okay. And then next up we have... Farewell to Nostradamus. This is the 5th film, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is another one of those older ones, and it's right here. Let's see, get the focus. Yeah, number 5 from 1995. And with a bunch of these Lupin the Third stuff, I only remember the show before I started, started watching these films. I remember the show from, was it Adult Swim? Toonami? No, I think it was Adult Swim because I think it played later, like at night and stuff. I remember watching the heck out of that. Really enjoyed the show. That's my introduction to Lupin the Third. Really cool stuff. And yeah, awesome. Another really good film. This I also found, at a Half Price Books, sealed. For real cheap. And then next up, we have a series. We have Lupin the Third, The Woman Called Fujiko Mine. This is really cool. Now, I think this is the Funimation release. Oh, also, I forgot. So, Paranoid Agent is by Funimation. Paprika, Sony Classics. Also, the Steelbook is by Sony. All the Lupin the Third on show right now, these 4 are all by Discotech, which is awesome. They're pretty much the ones licensing Lupin the Third and pretty much doing all the releases for them, the shows, the series, the movies, OVAs and stuff. And this is a Funimation release. So I want to say this got a re-release by Discotech, I think, or it might have been someone else, but yeah. Very cool. This is a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. And you see, also, what's cool with Lupin, you get all different types of animation styles, which I think is awesome. Different takes on Lupin. You have the older ones, and you have, like, the newer versions, different looks. And, yeah, look how crazy it looks there. It's like, dude, Fujiko's about to, like, look at Goemon. It's like, what are you doing, man? And then Detective Jingen's like, don't worry, I got it. Awesome. Fujiko Mine. This is 13 episodes. This is really cool. Really awesome. This I found used at I think Half Price Books as well. Very cheap. Alright. And next up, we have Satoshi Kon's Tokyo Godfathers. This is a really good one. I did have an older DVD for this, and then G-Kids got the rights to it. There's their logo. and they re-released it on Blu-ray and stuff. This, I don't think has like a steelbook, because some films are being re-released with steelbook editions. I hope this gets one, because Perfect Blue did. You know, I know Paprika got one, even though it's not by them. But yeah, this is a very good one. You have like these three like homeless like people, and they find I believe they find this baby, and you get to just follow them. Yeah, this slip's a little beat up. Follow them and their stories. You get to learn about each one of them. And, you know, as they take care of the kid, and I believe this is during Christmas time, because it's like snowing. I want to say there's like a tree and stuff. But yeah, Tokyo Godfathers. Definitely check out this one. Very, very good. This should still be in print and readily available, for what I could tell. This I got from... Let's see, where was it? I think it was from Barnes & Noble, the bookstore. I believe that's where I got it. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of these I'm trying to go off of memory. That's where I got it. I got them from. Next up, we have My Neighbors, the Yamadas. So now we're starting to enter our our Studio Ghibli film collection here. I have some. One of my brothers has a bunch of them. Bunch more. All right. And there's the front. This is a really, I say, funny comedy, almost like slice of life. You follow like this family and all these, you know, different hijinks. Looks like there's, was it a go-kart or something? Like a bobsled. Yeah, this dude, the glasses, like the little hair. This is really funny. You have the Shout Factory logo there. Yeah, very awesome. This is one that I didn't have for the longest time, and I've been trying to find it, and then G-Kids re-released it, because I believe this has an older like DVD and stuff. But yeah, My Neighbors, the Yamadas. This I got from a Raspi Music. Found it used. Great condition. And next up, we have a documentary about the Never-Ending Man, Hayao Miyazaki. This I remember the previews for. I remember there was like a little trailer and stuff, and then of course you have he's the director of Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, My Neighbor Totoro, and also many more. Very, very cool. I think this is like from a sticker, like that spot right there. There you see him working. This is a really cool documentary. Lots of insight, you know. You get to see the stuff like how he, you know, got into the industry and stuff, you know, how he encountered like these CGI animators and stuff after an encounter with young CGI animators, and then how he just embarked on his journey and stuff. Very cool. You also have an alternate 48-minute version with English narration and new footage, which is really cool. Yeah, Never-Ending Man, Hayao Miyazaki. Definitely recommend this one. This I got from Barnes & Noble shortly after it had come out. And I believe I still find this there. Yeah, I think I saw it there the last time I went. So, yeah, should be readily available. All right. And next up, have some DVDs. We have Voices of a Distant Star. This is a really good one. The story is you have like this, this guy and this girl here. And I want to say they're like together, or they're like best friends. She goes off to like battle and stuff. I want to say that's like her mech. And she's out in like deep space and stuff. And they send like text messages to each other. Yeah, I believe they're together. Yeah, a love story that transcends time and space. And, you know, but it takes a while for the messages to get back to Earth and to get to her as they, you know, try to communicate. And this is a really cool story. Very awesome. Here's the extras. You also get the She and Her Cat, the animated short that won 2 Grand Prix awards in Japan from creator Makoto Shinkai. Yes, we're entering his collection of stuff. Director's cut with alternate vocals. Very cool. So this is an older ADV films release. ADV, for those who don't know, they license a lot of stuff. I think a lot of our older collections, DVDs and stuff are from them. Here's the inside. I don't think I've shown this. Have I shown this? I'm trying to recall. here's the back, or here's like a little picture there. And then you also get this really cool line art. Yeah, look at that. And you have like this note from Shinkai himself. And then the reverse cover, take the disc out. Yeah, disc, the movie looks good. And you have the alternate cover for She and Her Cat. Their standing points. Their standing points, as it says. There you see. Right there. That's really cool. Very awesome. Yeah, it's all on one disc. But yeah, Voices of a Distant Star. I know I was looking for this for the longest time, and I happened to find it at a half-price books for just like a couple bucks. Awesome. Really cool. I don't think this has been re-released yet. I don't think in high def or anything. But yeah, definitely check this out. Alright, and then next up, we have The Place Promised in Our Early Days. Another really cool, beautiful film. Which is something that that's become like a really big thing with Shinkai. It's just how good his movies look. Yeah, very, very amazing. Alright. Critically lauded as the new Miyazaki. Because, yeah, very, very big director. Alright. That's the back of it. And this one, yeah, there's another ADV Films. I think I saw this before I saw Voices of a Distant Star. I think, yeah, I'm trying to remember the order I saw them. This I also found used at I think another half-price books, one that's further out, real cheap. Very, very nice. And I believe on the inside here, I think these are, is that the lyrics to a song, or is that an interview? I think that might be an interview, yeah. Very cool. Yeah, found this stuff real cheap. There is a newer release for this, which I'll get to in a second. Alright, and then last up for the DVDs, we have Children Who Chase Lost Voices. This is the Sentai Filmworks release. They did release a Blu-ray as well, which I think went out of print, I think for a while. I think it became very sought after. Because I didn't get this new. This I found secondhand for real cheap. This I found at a, I think it was like a Rescue Music. They sell like old DVDs, movies, CDs, vinyls, all that stuff. But they also have newer things. There's the bottom there. But luckily, this did get a re-release, which is awesome. So yeah, if you can find maybe this one or the old Sentai release on Blu-ray and stuff, I say pick it up. Very nice. And this is a 2-disc set. I'll open it up. I have done a Makoto Shinkai movie collection video, so feel free to check that out. Or just like an anime collection featuring his works. So yeah. Okay. So there goes those three. Alright, so now we're in the final stretch. We have the Place Promised in Our Early Days, the Blu-ray licensed by GKIDS. Yes, they got the rights to this one and a few of his other works so that they could get re-released on Blu-ray in high def. And man, these films, this one and others included, look even better on Blu-ray and stuff. Here's the back of it. Extras and stuff. And yes, I did show this in that video, the Makoto Shinkai collection. Feel free to check that out. And this is just straight Blu-ray. There is no DVD with it. But still, great release. Hats off to GKIDS for getting the license to this. This I got from Amazon? Was it Amazon? No, I picked this up at Barnes & Noble. I think, yeah, I think I just picked them up in store. If I remember right, yeah. And then here, I'm going to do 2 for 1 here, because they are the same film. We have 5 centimeters per second. This is the Crunchyroll or Discotek Eastern Star release for this film. So this is an older one. And then I picked up the new GKIDS release version. So here's the 2 covers there. Both editions look and sound fantastic. This is a really big film. I remember this, I think I saw this at a convention. 5 centimeters per second. Yeah, I didn't get it just come out in Japan and stuff, or like shortly after, and then they played it at a convention that I went to. Let's go ahead and put that on the shelf. There are like a couple differences extras wise. I think with this one, or with that, the Sentai and the or the older one, yeah, and then the newer one. But yeah, I remember really enjoying this one. It's another beautiful looking film. Check out 5 centimeters per second. So the older release, I picked this up from a Raspberry Music. Very, very cheap. I think it was like $5-6. And then this, I got with the place promised in our early days. Yeah, I want to say I got a couple of these at the same time. Really cool. At a Barnes & Noble, at a bookstore. Next up, we have Children Who Chase Lost Voices. Yes, this is the re-release by GKIDS that I did mention. Another awesome looking movie. And that is something that what GKIDS is doing with these re-releases, getting these licenses, I think that is very, very big. Because yeah, I want to say the Sentai Blu-ray for this went out of print, maybe not right away, but I think shortly after it had come out. Because I remember it going for pretty high prices. Like suddenly, like I think like out of nowhere, it was kind of weird. And then yeah, this is of course by Makoto Shinkai, director of Weathering with You, which we do have, and Your Name. Very, very cool. So yeah, this I also got in store at a Barnes & Noble. All right, put that right there. And then next up, we have The Garden of Words. Yeah, this is an older Sentai Filmworks release. This, I don't think has gotten a re-release by like GKIDS or anybody. Not that I know of. This, I think, however, is a re-release. If I remember right. Because I think there was like a different cover for it. Yeah, I want to say they released it a couple of times. Or I might have that wrong. Let me know if I do. Here's the back of it. Lots of special features. This is another really good one. Another beautiful looking film. Yeah, definitely recommend this Blu-ray. I believe there is an older DVD release for it as well. There's the disc. Yeah, I would love to see this get a re-release by like I would say GKIDS that way. By GKIDS or Discotek. Maybe by GKIDS, that way it matches all the spines and stuff. But yeah, very, very cool. I want to say this is still in print. This I got from... I know I got it secondhand. It was Half Price Books. Yeah, it was the local one, the one that's real close. It's not too far away. They happen to have it. Yeah, for really cheap. Very cool. All right, and then last up, we have a nice limited edition box set here. We have Your Name. There is a regular like slipcover edition in a Blu-ray case. This is awesome. I remember checking this out after I saw like the preview and stuff. Eventually, when it got released, and this is a beautiful film. Really nice box set. You get this nice shiny, kind of rainbowish effect. And the same picture on both sides. Here's the back of it. So it's like you're seeing the back of them from the front. Yeah, how it's reversed. So how does this work? So it slides open. One side does. Put that there. And then take this. The other side, put that down. And then you have a booklet, which is a hardcover. Very sturdy. Here's the backing for it. So you have like these two people, and I believe they, what was it? Like it's like a comet or shooting star that goes by, and did they both make a wish or something? Yeah. I'm trying to recall. It's been a while since I've seen it, and they switch bodies. And then they eventually discover what's going on, and they try to figure it out, and how to Chains and Sells back, and it's just a really, really cool story. Here's the inside. Blu-ray DVD, you also have like the soundtrack and stuff. Very, very nice set. I want to say that this is in print, however, this has been out for years now. I think it might just be the regular one that's in print. Yeah, Your Name, I definitely recommend checking this out. Very nice film. And alright, so that does it for part 3 of my anime collection as it stands right now. So this is pretty much how it looks on the shelf. Yeah, I gotta fix that, it's kind of sticking up. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoy, and stay tuned for part 4, and we'll be looking at the shelf, the row, which is right under here. Yeah, feel free to let me know what you guys think, and with that, I'll see you guys next time.